So hello students, very welcome to all of you in this new video session. Before going forward in this video session, first of all I would like to summarize something of the previous video session. In the previous video session, we have discussed the syllabus of science for class 10th students. That was the syllabus of science for class 10th. And in that video session, we have discussed that the syllabus of the science for class 10th students, it is divided into three parts, that is A, B and C part. It's A part, the first part is chemistry. What is that? That is the chemistry. The second part, that is the B section, is biology. And the third section, that is physics. So you can say that this syllabus of science for class 10th is divided into three parts: chemistry, biology and physics. This is elaborated in the previous video session. For chemistry subject, chemistry section, you can say there are 4 chapters. How many chapters? There are 4 chapters for chemistry and 4 chapters for biology and 5 chapters for physics. That is the 5 chapters. And we have also discussed the marking scheme of all these sections. And total 80 marks question will be asked from this section, theoretical section, and internal assessment, that is for 20 marks. These all things are discussed in the previous video session, and I would like to request you that if you have not seen that session, please go through that. Now let us understand what is the timeline of the current session. In this session, we will start from chemistry for the first chapter, and the first chapter of chemistry is chemical reactions. This is the chemical reactions. And in order to understand this chapter here in this video session, we will try to understand first of all what is chemical reaction. Then what are the salient features or the terminology, explanation of the terminology, including in the definition of the chemical reaction. So terminology, what is that? Then third part, how the chemical reaction is expressed. It means representation of chemical reaction, how it is represented. So in this session we will have the explanation of all these things. So let me start this video session. So for the convenience, I have written it, the name of the chapter previously, and we have to understand what is the chemical reaction. So first of all, let me understand what is the chemical reaction. Then we say that a chemical reaction is a chemical change. CR, that is CC. Chemical reaction is chemical change. And you have learned what are the changes, what are the transformation of matter in previous classes. So in previous class, we have understand that transformations are of two types, that is a physical change and the chemical change. This is PC and this is CC. CC means chemical change. What are the physical changes? So we say that if there is a change of the appearance of the substance only, but the basic structure is not changed and new substance is formed, then it is called as the physical change. And in chemical change, we say if the composition of the compound is changing, if the composition of the substance is changing and a new substance is formed, then it is called as a chemical change. So we can understand by taking two examples for both. For physical change, we take one example of water. Suppose you are taking water. It is liquid form in a normal temperature and pressure. This is liquid. When water is heated, now heat it. When the water is heated, it changes into vapor, and vapor is a gaseous state. But the basic structure of the H2O molecule is remain identical to that of the water and in vapor also. So there is no change in the molecular structure of the compound, but the state of the matter is changed. Now, if you cool it, take it into fridge, and you will find that there are the ice blocks. So in cooling, when it is cooled, water is changed into ice, and ice is a solid form of the water. And here also the molecular structure of H2O remains as such. If ice is heated, now heated, it will be melting to liquid, or you can say that is water is formed. And if water vapor is once again cooled, then it will form water by cooling. So you can say that in all these three states of solid, liquid and gas, the substance or the compound or the matter is the same. There is no change in the basic structure of the molecule. That is the only change in the appearance of the matter, or solid state, gaseous state or liquid state. So this type of change, when substance changes its appearance, is called as the physical change. And we have to understand that in a physical change, no new substance is formed. Only it's a change of the state. And how many states of matter are found in the universe? So there are exactly 5 states of matter which are found. These are the solid, liquid and gas. Next is plasma, and the last one is the artificial state of the matter, that is the Bose-Einstein condensate. Bose-Einstein condensate, that is the B.Sc, and before it is a plasma. These are the advanced level of the states, and you will understand and learn it, study it in the high classes. So I think that you have an idea of the physical change. In this physical change, there is no formation of new substance, and you can say there is no change of the composition of the compound. In chemical change, suppose we have to take an example of the chemical change. Suppose we have CaCO3, that is called calcium carbonate. This is called calcium carbonate. When this calcium carbonate is heated, as the water was heated, when this CaCO3, that is calcium carbonate, is heated, it breaks or decomposes due to heat, and CaO and CO2, two compounds are formed. CaO, calcium oxide, and this is CO2, carbon dioxide. It is evolved into atmosphere. So here you can say that there is a change of the binding pattern of the atoms of calcium, carbon and 3 oxygen atoms. It changes. Calcium is bound to only 1 oxygen and 1 carbon and 2 oxygen goes out in the form of CO2. So there is a formation of new substance. 2 new substances are formed. So in this way you can say that the composition is changed. Composition is changed and the formation of new substances is seen here. New substances are formed. In this way, we can say that the chemical change is the change or the process of change in which the composition of the substance is changed and new substances are formed with new properties. Here a question arises that what is that composition? And here one thing is more important, that this chemical change in which there is a transformation of the change, when a substance changes in such a way that new substance is formed, then this type of change is called as the chemical reaction. So let me understand what is composition. One thing, this is very important point. What is composition? If it is not change, then it is physical change. If composition is change, then it is a chemical change. So it is very important to understand what is the composition.